everyone, I'm Jess. Welcome to the History Behind. So today, as it is the premiere of my channel, we're going to be talking about the history behind one of my favorite holidays ever. Can you guess? Halloween. Okay, so nowadays we celebrate Halloween by taking kids out and going trick-or-treating from house to house where they knock on doors and people give them candy. Okay, and more adult people, they dress up in costumes as well, but they celebrate kind of differently. Let's face it, Halloween is supposed to be a scary holiday, okay? You are supposed to wear scary masks and all of that kind of thing, but no, people prefer to go pretty much naked. And do you really think that's the meaning of Halloween? That's what Halloween is? Well, I've got my notes, I've got my tea. Why don't we find out what Halloween really is? As all of you know, Halloween is celebrated on the 31st of October, more precisely the night of the 31st of October. And at the moment it has its biggest popularity in the United States of America. But the truth is, Halloween started in Europe, more precisely in a Celtic festival called Samhain, roughly 2000 years ago. So, as you can see, Halloween it goes way back. So, the Celts lived in the area we now know as Ireland and northern France. So, yeah, have you seen it? The map? No? Me neither. Does it remind you of something? No? Okay, I'll tell you. So in Celtic culture, Samhain marked the end of the summer, also known as harvest season, and the beginning of the cold and dark winter. Apparently, there were only 2 seasons back then. Also, so does it now in Portugal, because if I go outside, I'll melt. Kidding. It's Halloween, and I wasn't even able to put on a sweater, like I'm wearing this. October. Samhain also marked the end of the year in the Celtic calendar, which was a time of the year heavily associated with human death. So the Celts believed that on the last night of the year, the veil that separates the living world from the dead world becomes really thin, really blurred, and so the spirits were able, for that night only, to visit the living world once again. The Celts believed that the spirit of the dead searched for their family's home in a way of looking for certain familiarity, for hospitality. So the families of the dead would leave candles out, bonfires and tables with food. Learned something new with me, didn't you? In another tradition, the Celts left out gifts and treats to the spirit deities, also known as Aos. They did this in order to ensure that the livestock and the people would survive another winter. They also believed that the gods of winter demanded a reward in exchange for good fortune for another year. So people would leave out food, drinks and parts of their crops as an offering to those gods. In the 16th century, people started wearing costumes and going house to house, where they would recite verses or songs in exchange for food. It may have been seen as a way of impersonating the Aosi and receiving the offerings on their behalf. But from another point of view, it was also a way of pretending they were spirits, because if they were in masks, the spirits wouldn't see them as living. Now we're going to talk about jack-o'-lanterns. So the main purpose of the jack-o'-lanterns was, and still is, to frighten the spirits away. The evil ones, obviously. But the truth is, even though they're all made of pumpkin, it has nothing more to it than the fact that it was harvest season and there was plenty of pumpkins available. Fun fact, in an Irish Christian folktale, it is said that they represent a soul that has been deprived both entry to hell and to heaven. On 609 AD, Pope Boniface IV dedicated the 13th of May to all Christian saints. But later on the 8th century, Pope Gregory III changed that date to November 1st and He changed the date from the 13th of May to the 1st of November and dedicated the day to all saints and all martyrs, making the ancient celebration of Samhain blend in with the Christian one and somehow evolve into what we now know as Halloween. But not least, where did the name Halloween come from? So the truth is, Halloween is only a contracted form of the name All Hallows Eve. So as we've seen before, the Roman Catholic Church stated that All Saints' Day was the day that honored all saints of the Church, known and unknown. So in medieval England, All Saints' Day was also known as All Hallows' Day, and the evening prior to that was known as All Hallows' Eve. So Hallows being a synonym for saints, and Eve standing for the evening period. In my country, usually we refer to Halloween as Dia das Bruxas, which literally translates to Witches' Day, seeing how Halloween derived from an ancient Celtic tradition, it has nothing to do with the matter. I think it is actually a Catholic belief that witches are involved in there somewhere. That's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. And what would you like to hear about next? It's your choice, so let me know. Also, have a great Halloween and please go all out with your costumes, use your imagination, but please, when I say all out, I mean all out scary, not all out naked. Okay?